I have a bit of a problem on my hands. I'm applying to universities next fall, and like many, I would absolutely adore a spot in a top design program. The problem lies in that I'm still a bit unsure as to how to get into one of those, so I might need a moment. Right, I need a portfolio. Not just any portfolio, I need a killer, absolutely stunning portfolio for these design programs. Thankfully, I think I've gotten ahead of that one and already started, if I'm not mistaken. Right, a self-portrait. Every good portfolio needs a self-portrait, I think. And I know that I want it to be interactive, since a lot of these programs are for interactive media. I don't know how to program or use an engine, but I'll figure it out. Besides, I need a concept before I start worrying about that anyway. I have a confession to make. I've stood on what idea would be good enough for days already. I would show you my pages of notes, but I don't write anything down. You just gotta believe me. I stewed for days and nothing was good enough. Oh, but wait a minute. That's it! The perfect self-portrait of me is something that forces you to do this exact thing, to sit in front of your computer and just goon, to sit in front of your computer and just want to bang your head against it, because nothing feels like it deserves to exist, and nothing's good enough, and nothing's perfect, and nothing is correct. Okay, so I have MS Paint, but you have to use this asshole paintbrush who yells at you for drawing the wrong thing. And if I stew on it anymore, I'm gonna throw the idea out, so I'm just gonna start with that. I'll figure the rest out later. Okay, it's later. I have MS Paint. Now, the MS Paint was half the battle, sure, but if you look really, really, really closely at this B-roll, you'll notice that I don't have a paintbrush. I have a mouse, and mice can't draw. Okay, so currently, as it stands, this is the Godot project as it exists. As someone more eloquently might put it, I did a bit of mining off camera. There's also live dialogue, which is why you're hearing my computer blow the fuck up every 5 seconds. But it's okay. So let me show you really quickly around before I show you what I want to change. As you can see, there already is a paintbrush in here, and I have a lot of stuff to handle it. I have a camera, which zooms in to make sure you can't draw on the floor, because that would be bad. I named the paintbrush Tori, full name Torres. He's controlled with a bunch of this stuff. He has a speech bubble that he talks through. There are some walls. And I made a tutorial managed through a dialogue manager script, which, as you can see, is 60% string. String data is all of the gold stuff. I'd like to think I got better at programming, but I haven't. Anyway, let me show you what I'm trying to do. Basically, this is a new background. As you can see, it's animated. We don't talk about the old background. Basically, you have to wait 5 seconds and it gets thrown in. This is all managed through Dialogue Manager. That's some nerd shit, who cares? As you can see, he's been thrown in, blah blah blah. He's gonna yap at you. I made some animations. No tutorials followed here, boys. Pure computer science intellect. Anyways, as you can see, he doesn't have very many eyes, and he's not particularly expressive. I can pick him up by pressing E, and you can see the camera kind of work there. I mean, I can throw him around with it looks like he's traveling through molasses, but I want more dynamic. So let me walk you through the system by which I want to control him as you embody the player. Okay, can you shut the fuck up? Basically, so as you saw in the program running earlier, the paintbrush wasn't very expressive. I think I already mentioned that. He didn't have eyes, but I think I can handle part of the expressive problem with a state system. So With sprite states, usually they're reserved for, oh, we have a sprite that's running. So this is one sprite state. That's not what running looks like. One sprite that's running. So that's one sprite state that plays the running animation, but now they're standing. So we need another sprite state. But because this is a more non-traditional game, I'm thinking for one sprite state, it can be pretty analogous to what we had over there, but I'll use the asset that had the eyes. And this is him sitting, flying around, but then when you pick him up, he'll look like something else. Like maybe we'll be pressing him into the canvas like this, and he'll be going oomph. Or maybe not, because that would be kind of weird, but there are his eyes, and we're drawing with him. And that's sprite state 2. And then maybe another one, when he hits the wall, will smack it like this, and his eyes will be shut. I think that's... yeah. But basically, different assets for different situations. And then I can play a little sound effect when I pick him up, and maybe I'll make his eyes bug out too, and it'll be like, bleh, because you're squeezing them. Get it? Isn't that so, my computer's blowing up again. Isn't that so fun and quirky and awesome? Okay, I love you, bye. I feel like I should have more shame about this than I do, but this video is in 30x speed, but eventually I did manage to figure out how to make an animated sprite 2D. Now basically, there are a few frames of this animation, so I'm thinking I can use code to just switch between the frames when an event happens, and it will be super simple and cool. Okay, after messing around in the script and getting it done and making the asset, I think it should work because I've tweaked with it a lot. So I'll speed up the game to get him thrown in for the dramatic reveal. And now he's giving me the rundown. He's giving me the rundown, and he has a cool little state switch. It's kind of jarring right now, but I got something to work, which is always it's always a struggle with these things. Now, I've done a horrible job of explaining thus far, so allow me another MS Paint monologue. But during that off-camera mining session that I got distracted with aesthetics for, let's consider this the canvas, and then behind it we have a little box, and the box is the script. Now, the script I wrote to handle the canvas handles the paint stuff, whatever. It handles the buttons that were on the canvas that you saw way back earlier in the video. But the script also actually has a little smiley face detector inside of it that I definitely did not struggle at all to do. But basically, when the player, who is you, draws, I don't know why I drew that, draws something on the canvas, blah, 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 this little script is going to look, it's a magnifying glass for those confused, is going to look for a smiley face. Now this is obviously not a smiley face, so the script is going to reject it. But the script reject it. The script doesn't actually know to look. The script doesn't know what a smiley face is. The script knows to look for 2 dots and a curved line that is under them. It's not over them, but as long as it satisfies a few parameters, then the script will accept it. Now, once the script has accepted it, this all happens in console. So none of this actually happens on the canvas, but the script runs through a couple criteria: how far apart these things are, how close the length of the curve is to the distance between the eyes, and one other that I am completely blanking on. But based on those 3 criteria, it'll print to console a confidence score. Now, this confidence score is important because it's actually how Tori, the asshole paintbrush, is going to judge you like an asshole. So I need to program Tori some asshole lines, and then I've already actually programmed a scorecard you haven't seen yet because I'm terrible at updating people on what I'm making. So I need to make a custom font, and then I can take the value, which I already have thanks to my trusty script, who I love very much, and this says score, and then it can print there in my custom font. And that can basically be the game loop, just him yelling at you as you get closer and closer to 100, but never quite. Eventually, I want to make him throw a ruler at you, but I kind of need to wrap this video up. So we can do that in part 2 when I polish and introduce features, more features I want to do. Thus concludes MS Paint monologue number 3 million. I love you, bye. And yeah, here's some final B-roll of me trying to get that scorecard working. I wired it up. I was having some font size issues. But yeah, what I've learned is that nothing goes right the first time. It's not about how smart you are, but rather how willing you are to bang your head against whatever you're doing. And no amount of hard work is going to save my portfolio, and I might be doomed for college admissions, but I had a lot of fun. And also, over the course of recording this, I did actually learn to take notes, but yeah. I do have a lot of stuff planned. I will be updating it regardless on if anyone watches this, because I've had such a great time doing it. But if you'd like to see this game actually become polished and maybe eventually released, yeah, feel free to stick around. You can subscribe if you like, or don't. No, I'm not your dad, but I'll be here. I think I'll keep doing this, regardless of anything, because it's real fun, and maybe try it yourself if you're on the fence about it. But yeah, I think I'm going to wrap it up here. Thank you. I doubt that anyone is watching this far in the video, but if you are, I love you on a deeply personal level. You should comment something. I don't know. Give me pointers. You might be better at game dev than I am. I'm dragging now, but I don't know. I'll see you around.